Okay, welcome everybody to this weekend market analysis, where we are looking into a very bright trading week, a week that is more promising, and we are very hopeful that we'll be finding more profitable trading opportunities in this upcoming trading week. A lot of countries are already easing down or easing off the lockdown, and businesses are beginning to pick up, industries are beginning to reopen, and so we are going to be seeing a more active market. In fact, even in the Forex factory economical calendar, you will see that the number of high impact news announcements are on the increase. Okay, all right, without waste of time, let's just very quickly review our trades for last week. Last week was quite a fantastic trading week for us. We made some monies, all right, some good monies. We'll just take about three reviews. Let's just see our best three directional analysis where we actually said that price will move to, and of course we saw movements in those directions. Okay, all right, so the first one is the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. Remember, in last week reviews we talked about price bouncing off this area to the downside, and actually you can see price in your chart bounce in that direction. We of course we sent out this signal, right? We sent out this signal to all of our members in the trading room, where we called for a sell, a direct sell there at this level with stop loss there. Okay, and a lot of members took the trades. In fact, we also got involved in that trade. Now let's see the chart and see how this pair performed. Okay, sterling pounds against Australian dollar. This is the weekly time frame. You can see the drop from that level to this point here. That is approximately, if you are looking at oh, sorry about that. If you are looking at the number of pips, you will see that the drop is about 546 pips. All right, that's a lot. 546 pips from where we actually said price will drop. 546 pips. Okay, that was a nice trade for us. It was our bread and butter as of last week. All right, let's look into another one. Let's just see how our prediction performed. Okay, let's see what was the next one. All right, the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar in the daily time frame. We actually sent this signal out to all members in the live trading room. Of course, you can see the reversal pattern around that area. This was our entry level stop loss right there, just to allow for some wiggle. Okay, now let's see the charts and see how price actually performed off that level. All right, so the sterling pound against the New Zealand dollar. All right, this is it. You can see clearly. All right, look at it right here. That's the level we're talking about. Price just cruised all the way to the downside in our prediction, in our signal. That was a nice, fantastic trade to all members. The drop was 352 pips or thereabout. Okay, plus 352 pips. Okay, that was a nice one, a very fantastic trade. All right, let's now look into another one, the last one. Sorry about this, guys. The last prediction, let's see. Okay, right, the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. Well, again, our prediction was that price is going to the downside, so we called for an order sell limit for price to push the downside in the 4 hours time frame. So let's see the 4 hours time frame. Let's see if the direction actually was correct in that move in the 4 hours time frame. All right, so sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. You can see that clearly. Directional prediction, right analysis, correct price analysis, correct price directional bias. Right there you can see the crash all the way to the downside. So as a trader, as a profitable trader, the first thing you want to do is to know the correct direction. If you don't know the correct direction, I am sorry, you will be gambling. You'll be looking for trades where there are no opportunities. For us, we have an edge over the market. We know the correct direction, and we will be trading the market more profitably. Okay. All right. Sorry for the delay. Let's now move into the Forex Factory economical calendar and see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. We have quite a lot. Like I said, industries are coming back, businesses are beginning to pick up, and so you can see the high impact news announcements are much. You should expect a more volatile trading week. Of course, you want to really pay special attention to, you want to pay special attention to employment data, all right, for the Australian dollar, employment data there, interest rate for the New Zealand dollar. Okay, you want to give special attention to that. Employment data for the American dollar. I think at any rate, well, just give special attention to all news announcement marked in red. Okay, all right, without waste of time, let's move into the chart and conduct our analysis for this trading week. Okay, so let's begin with the sterling pound against the Australian dollar. This is the weekly time frame. We really do not need to waste much time here. The directional bias remains to the downside. All right, now the price has proven to have broken this trend line, thereby bringing this trend to an end. All right, to an end. What do we need to do? We need to move that trend away. We need to now move this trend line away. All right, so we can now place it here as a new trend formation. So the direction has now changed from up, all right, direction was to the upside, now to the downside. So we're looking for short opportunities until this trend line breaks, all right, with a confirmation to the upside. For now, this pair is still bearish, and so we'll be looking for just short opportunities. Let me get my line correctly, more precise. All right, so in the daily time frame, price is trading around support zone right now. To the upside, we have our new level of resistance right there. So what are we expecting? Well, last week Friday we got this this spinning top. All right, it's a low quality reversal signal. It's a spinning top, but then if you have been looking for short, this is a hint that you need to be careful right now, because price may just need to push to the upside. All right, but for us, our preferred direction is to the downside, and so we are not taking that low quality reversal formation. We will not take that. We will wait and search for only valid short opportunities. Okay, if price comes all the way to resistance zone, we'll be looking for short entries. That will be our trade plan. So I just needed to clarify that, so you don't look to expect a signal from us on that from that particular level. Okay, all right, so that's it. Let's move on to the next pair, sterling pounds against New Zealand dollar. I'm not going to do anything about this. Let's just move on. Now, the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. We have been analyzing this pair for several weeks, some months right now. You can see the congestion right there. Our projection is that price should come back down. It is taking time. The hesitation is just too much. The sterling pound is still looking weak, and we believe that price will move in our direction. In the weekly time frame, well, last week candle was a good try to the downside, at least one of the most powerful candles to the downside. We expect that this will continue for this week, although there is no hint to show that price has clearly decided to move to the downside. But this on the daily time frame, what we are seeing here, the breakout of that level, might be a hint that price will keep pushing to the downside, and so we'll be searching for short opportunities only in the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar, sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. Sorry about that. So only short entries for us, nothing else. If we find the entry, we will definitely let you know in the Telegram channel, the VIP Telegram channel. All right, the next pair is the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. We had also analyzed this pair over and over in the very long term, and our preferred direction is the price will be pushing to the downside. Well, just like we are seeing the sterling pounds going weak, all right, we also expect the American dollar to go weak. Okay, so last week we saw a lot of strength from the Canadian dollar axis. We expect that that strength will continue. We expect to see price keep pushing to the downside in the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. So our preferred direction for this week is to the downside. Let's see the daily time frame. Daily time frame, where we got this trend line where price was reacting off that level, and then it got broken. The next direction was now sideways. So we are going to readjust our line. All right, we'll just readjust this line. Let's keep these two levels to the downside. That's the obvious swing low right there. That's our level of support. Then you can clearly see again that we are having lower swing highs. All right, so lower swing highs, so we can keep that level there, and eventually we have a flat bottom triangle. So this is a nice opportunity that is also developing for the Canadian dollar against the American dollar. So we'll keep this flat bottom triangle right there. Okay, so all we want to see is for price to faithfully give us a breakout, a pullback, for us to look for our entries for more downside. Of course, we'll keep this on our radar. For those of you in the VIP Telegram channel, you will definitely get to know about our entries. Okay. All right, so just keep this level. Next one, American dollar against the Japanese yen. Quite a difficult pair to analyze. Very thin market volume there, but then directional bias remains to the downside. We will be looking for only short entries. Let's see the daily time frame. Daily time frame, nothing really, but then the technical picture still indicates that price is bearish. Okay, so American dollar against Japanese yen, we'll keep searching for short opportunities, except where there is no entry. All right, let's move on to the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, this is a pair that has lingered here for just too long, just like the American dollar against the euro against the American dollar. We are now seeing some obvious pressure at this particular level. All right, we're seeing some obvious pressure that price will be is facing right at the bear seems to be coming out around the 0.9798 area. That area right there, it seems the bears are there, pushing price to the downside. In the daily time frame, well, you know, when price, just like I said, in the American dollar, in the euro against the American dollar, this trend was not confirmed as price failed to take out the previous swing high. Right now, we have now verified that we are moving sideways in this pair, just like the euro against the American dollar, with this level here as resistance and this one here as support. Okay, well, let us narrow this further. This level has been confirmed. Okay, this has been confirmed. Double bounce is right there as support, but this one right now we are getting a lower swing high. Okay, so let's narrow that level. Let's give it another narrow technical review to have that leaning level. Okay, that leaning line right there. So if that leaning line is going to hold true, then we will be having a flat bottom triangle. That means from here on, price should keep coming to the downside in the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, let's see what's going to happen in this week. All right, let's look at the next pair, which is the last pair in this review, the euro against the American dollar. This is the weekly time frame. This analysis is not any different from the American dollar against the Swiss franc. In the weekly time frame, also price is facing pressure at this particular level area to push to the upside. We had analyzed this pair over and over, and we had earlier mentioned that price is trading around an area that might act as support, so it is not a good point to look for sell entries. In the daily time frame, where you can see again some sort of a range, this trend here failed. All right, this low failed to take out this previous low, we are now sideways until that sideways price pattern is being invalidated. Again, some abnormal market volatility with the euro against the American dollar. You can see spike to the upside, failed breakout, spike to the downside, failed breakout. Well, what kind of pattern can we actually derive from this? Well, let's keep this high as some sideways price behavior, confirmation there, confirmation there. Can we also have another one to the downside? Let's see if that will work out for us. This low, let me just see. Okay, let's keep that one. I am really not liking this, but then let's just okay, just a minute please. Okay, seems to be touching my alarm. Okay, to be touching my alarm right there. Okay, sorry about that. Now this is what we have right here. Okay, we expect the price will find some support around here to push to the upside. So for the euro against the American dollar, the best directional buyers is still, sorry about this again, I have so many alarms all over, is the best directional buyers is still to the upside. Okay, all right, so we'll be looking for these opportunities. For those of you in the live trading room, in the VIP channel, you don't need to worry yourself. We will do all of the jobs. If you have any questions or contributions, as usual, feel absolutely free. Send them across to us and we'll be extremely happy to respond to them. We're here for you. We're looking into the market, we'll be spotting out the opportunities, and we'll trade without stress, all right, and also without losing our monies. Thanks again for watching. Looking towards a profitable trading week. Bye for now.